Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Beast of the Hill free-for-all. It's the finals of a tournament this time. And tournaments in StarCraft are always fun. But you had a free-for-all tournament with 8 players competing in Beast of the Hill, where you have to fight over this point in the middle. And it gets way more exciting. We've already got someone killing a critter in the middle of the map, and it looks like Honmono and Acheron here are fighting. Honmono is in this game. Oh, right, Honmono, the cheesiest player in all of Korea. He is a nightmare to play against. He basically just does the weirdest all-ins you've ever seen. To his right, we've got Anticor. Let's go clockwise. Mevin, green Terran there. We've got Zyad playing Zerg in the yellow. Ziamak, purple. Orange Protoss down here. Purple Protoss is Ilias, the Adept Master. As someone who's been seeing us cast free-for-alls knows all about Ilias. Always shading Adepts on the point at the last second is such a consistent move for stealing those points. And Hype 1 Templar on the left, and last but not least, Acheron in the top left. The Teal Protoss, who is going for a proxy 2-gate in the middle. Now, for those who don't know, you get passive income for holding this point, so as long as it's not contested like right now, no one's getting income. But as Acheron leaves, Zymek gets 10 minerals a second, which is a massive boost to your income. It really is absolutely massive. So that is the equivalent of having about an extra 8 or 10 workers, maybe 12 workers, I think someone said, mining. And SCV is going to go in there into the main base and start picking off some stuff. Oh, damn! We've got a Kappa Ross there. Bob Ross haircut on top of the Kappa face. And Acheron investing a ton of money to get Zealots out here. The question is, how long do you get to hold this circle with these Zealots for this to be worth it, right? Keep in mind, all the other players can see the middle as well. So vision is provided. If we swap to Anticor's vision, you can see, oh, he's got control of this area. Okay. Now, air units can control the circle, but they are lower priority. So just remember, guys, if we bring up this, you can see the priorities for holding the red dot. Ground, cloaked ground, then air, then cloaked air, then temporary units like mules, and then eggs are last. So those are the lowest ones to do it. And this is awesome, man. You can also see the scoreboard on the right. When we swap to a player's vision, we'll bring that up to check in. And you can score touchdowns in this point whenever this timer hits 0. So it's going to be 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, and then every 3 minutes from then on out. The Reaper's being very annoying. Acheron's got maybe 1 minute of mining off this. I don't know if this is worth building 2 gates out here. I feel like this is a big investment, and it's not really paying off for Acheron. Meanwhile, Anticor's taking 3 bases. Mevin's taking 2. Honmono is going 3 racks Reaper. This is not a good build for this. But then again, I can't imagine Honmono is going to be good at playing this in general, this free-for-all, because Honmono's a 1v1 cheeser. All of his strategies are about trying to surprise a singular opponent. You know, you almost feel like he's hacking when you play against him because everything he does is so bizarre and strange. You're like, what's going on here, man? But in a free-for-all, I mean, he overcommits here, just wanting to cheese. The player next to him gets surrounded and starts losing all of his Reapers. You may be a GM player who's beaten pro gamers in tournaments before, but you're not going to do so well, even if a lot of these guys are... I don't know what their overall rank is. Definitely in the finals, a lot of them would be Masters players. But there's probably a few diamonds in there as well, because remember, the Beast of the Hill free-for-all format, it's a little bit about making alliances, it's a little bit about backstabbing, and it's a little bit about stealing that point. So, you know, it's very much a win condition free-for-all that becomes very strategic in terms of what you want to focus on. Now, Zyad's going mass Zergling with a Baneling Nest. We've got Blink coming in down here for Zymek, who's going to go take a 3rd base down there. Looks like Ilias is also going to be going for Blink as well. So lots of Blink Stalkers, and that makes sense. I guess Blink, you can just jump on the point at the last second and potentially take it. We'll see how it goes. Stalker Sentry there. Stalker's warping on the left for Acheron. Ling Bane on the right for Zyad. Okay, so Zyad's going to try and steal it with Ling Bane. Ling Bane's very good for stealing the point because you can blow up their units on it, clear whatever's there, and then do very well. He forces a recall and then backs off. Now, Zyad, the reason he's not staying on it is he doesn't want to kind of bring everyone else's attention on him, and Ling Bane versus Ling Bane gets especially chaotic. Oh, God. Oh, God. What does a point get you? First to 3 points wins you the game. Probably should have explained that, but I guess I've cast so many of these recently, I don't explain the whole win condition at the start. The Banelings are in the middle. Anticor's a bit far back. Anticor needs to get the Banelings forward. Oh, my lord. What is... Oh, my God. Point is contested right now. Ilias shaded the depths in to try and steal it, but he's not going to be able to get it. Zyad's Lings are killing the Stalkers pretty well. Anticor comes in from the north. Anticor's going to back away, though. Oh, I think Zyad might get it. No, Templar moves in. Anticor might steal it. Anticore might actually get this. I think Anticore gets it. Oh, the pullbacks for Anticore were great. I thought Anticore was pulling back too early.
Yeah.
But they were actually perfect pullbacks. Keep Bronze to GM alive. Thank you very much for the love. I really appreciate helping that. Thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate the tip there. All right, Stalkers for Templar. I think he meant to run home, but he clicked in the wrong base. Runs into Acheron's base, and Acheron's like, lol, no. Zyad, oh no, yeah, Zyad tries to run in Mevin's base. Mevin pushes them back. Mevin's making a Raven and a tank. So Mevin's trying to play a very slow mech build. Hasn't really been too much part of the action. Hon Mono's going double armory mech as well now off of a 3 barracks open, guys. This is Hon Mono in a nutshell. Hon Mono is actually insane. I'm not really sure he knows how to play StarCraft. Like, Hon Mono is one of these players I look at and I go, you've beaten me in tournaments. And it absolutely destroys my ego completely and utterly. Because this man opened 3 Rax Reaper in a free-for-all, got all of his Reapers surrounded, has now decided to do the slowest 3 commands in a transition of all time into double armory factory off of a single Marine. I mean, Hon Mono, let's just say fundamentals don't enter into the equation. Hon Mono, he's a badass, and he finds his own way to win. And that's sometimes what StarCraft is about. You know, sometimes some of us play it as you're part of a long tradition of skills that have been passed down the generations, and you want to learn how to use your sword correctly. You know, Hon Mono is the kind of guy who rocks up and decides to just basically piss on his father's sword, and then he pulls out one of those pool noodles, those big foam pool noodles, but he just masters, like, whiplashing people in their eyes and blinding them with it, and then punching them in the crotch until they surrender. Like, it might not be a traditional form of warfare, but god damn is it effective. Now, Acheron's pushing in Templar, but uh-oh, Ilias is coming in behind, so Ilias wants the double team. Oh, Ilias is going to sandwich Acheron here. Templar's in big trouble, though. Definitely don't want this fighting going on your base. Anticore is there. Remember, guys, only 2 minutes until the next touchdown can be scored. And Acheron's going to get cleaned up by these charge zealots. Okay, Templar's like, okay, at least they're killing each other. Just please leave now. Just please leave. Templar's like, please leave. Shiny, do you love me? Hon Mono, I don't know what Hon Mono's talking about right now. But I like that. I don't know who Shiny is. Maybe people in the chat know. You can let me know. But Templar's getting absolutely diddled. Zyamek's going for Zealot Arc on a pretty good army for pushing people off the point. Zyad's still making Ling Bane. He's got 1-1 upgrades on the way. We can bring up that production tab. It's very ugly, but we'll just leave it up for a little bit. Now, Hon Mono, guys, has moved down to the low ground with siege tanks, which makes no sense, and he gets punished super hard. This was a really dumb move for Hon Mono. Fuck you all. Why are you trying to take a 4th on the low ground with only 4 siege tanks? And why wouldn't you break these rocks and put tanks all on the high ground? Don't kill CC. What are you... Hon Mono reminds us that you truly can fulfill your dreams, guys, girls, ladies, gents, Celtics, and Marines. Someone said they saw a nuke. Okay, so yeah, apparently Mevin has made a nuke. We might see that come into play. Now, the circle used to always be a red circle, a solid red circle on this map, guys, and it was very hard to see the nuke being called into it. So they specifically modded the map to make it a different color so that you can actually see the red dot of the nuke. Which is pretty funny, man. Okay. All right, this is going to be interesting. I don't even have a star pool, it says Hon Mono. Then stop pushing out with just tanks on their own. You have so much money, Hon Mono. Why aren't you making Hellbats? He's making nothing but tanks. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I actually don't think Hon Mono knows how to play StarCraft. And that just reminds me that you can be way better than me at StarCraft without knowing how to play the game. It's fantastic. I love you, Hon Mono. I also hate you. I don't know if you heard it in my voice yet. You're a legend. Guys, we've got a nuke coming in on the point, trying to deny the point. 3 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Oh my God. They don't want to give up the point, so they blink into the nuke. Everyone's fighting over it. It's contested. Zyad's trying to steal it, but I think Zyamekh gets it. What? Zyad with the Zergling somehow stole that. I think the Zealot and Archon must have just barely been on the edge, not quite in the middle of the circle. Zyad literally steals the point, and a second later, everything dies. Turns out, guys, siege tanks don't shoot up. Anticore's like, what are you even doing? Hon Mono runs in and kills it. I'll stop bullying Hon Mono, guys. It's just funny because I do feel he's like a way higher level than everyone else in this game in terms of like ladder ranking and tournament results. But he just has no idea what to do in a free-for-all. He does, from the chatter, I think he might be drinking a few sojus while we're talking. Anyway, guys, Stalker Zealot hanging out. My place is between Shiny and Anticore 2 times in a row. So apparently this is Shiny. So Acheron is Shiny, I guess. Ah, okay. All right, guys. Gateway's getting taken out over here. Zymex building up. Maven is still just sitting in the corner. Keep in mind, it's 1 point Zyad, 1 point Anticore right now. 3 points to win the game. Interestingly, we haven't really got anyone building up to Skytoss. And you might be wondering why. In a classic free-for-all, you build up to Skytoss. But historically, what you end up doing is whenever anyone goes Skytoss in this, they kill 1 or 2 other people and ruin their chance of winning. But they never win themselves because they can't capture the point. People always run in and steal it from underneath the carriers because air units are really bad at holding it. So that's the reason why we don't see much mass battlecruiser or mass carrier. It can come out and it can be effective, but it's very hard to do that whilst not letting someone else steal the 3rd point and get the win condition. Okay, guys, Templar is trying to rebuild in the middle of the map. Zymek, everyone can see it. Templar, it might be time to leave, bro. It might be time to leave. Templar's dead, guys. Templar is basically dead. That Nexus goes down. Templar has got a pylon here, and that's it. We do have... Look at this, guys. Acheron and Anticore are fighting over the island. Acheron dropped probes here. Anticore nightest it. We've also got Mevin floated a planetary to the corner over there, who's massing Hellion Cyclone mech right now. And nukes. I mean, I like Mevin. Mevin's just sitting in that corner waiting for everyone else to kill each other a little bit. It's not the funnest way of playing the free-for-all. But I love that in the mode that disincentivizes that, there's one person who's like, I will stick to the classic free-for-all strategy of jerking off in my corner of the map. Some people say, don't you have a rash after touching yourself that furiously in the corner for the last 10 minutes? Mevin says, no, mate. I brought lubricant. It's fine. Anyways, looks like Templar's getting chased down. That is the last pylon. Templar's just like, come on, guys, let me survive, please. Down here in the bottom, Zyad's taking the corner base here as well. I do like that this map has corner bases. For those who don't know, I have seen games where people like evacuated to the corner base, rebuilt, and then stole the 3rd and final point to win the game at the very end. Zealot, Archon, Immortal coming down here, and Acheron does not have Psystorm on those High Templar. The Disruptor Zymek is dropping balls on Acheron right now. Oh, Zymek is slaying. Oh my god, oh my god! Zyad stole it with the Ling Bane again! Zyad has 2 points. I don't know how Zyad got to a 2nd point. That is insane, guys. Where's Zyad? Okay, so they're realizing, wait, Zyad's on 2 points. The problem is, you've stolen 2 points, but you've lost your whole army doing it both times. And now Zymek's like, oh yeah, by the way, Zyad's just there to the right, guys. And they're like, okay, we can kill him. Oh, Mevin's going for him. That's a problem. Zyad can't really defend this at all. So Zyad may have stolen 2 points, but he did it with no defense. If you have like a bunch of Lurker Infester here or something, you can defend your ramp, hold people off. But he's just got Zerglings, and going pure Zerglings, it's a good stealing army. It's not a good fighting army. He's trying to build Infestors right now. It's a little late, I think. And oh man, that is a lot of Terran. That is a lot of Terran coming in right now. 2 minutes left here till the next touchdown can be scored. Zyad, I think, is trying to hide in the corner, realizing he's dead. He just can't defend this. He's going to try and evacuate from the main here. I guess this here is his Dunkirk, guys. Zyad is just going to ferry units back and forth across the gap. Cyclone's trying to move in there as well. I am thinking with so many players maxing armies at the moment, I maybe should have recorded this in 1080p rather than 4K right now, as we do start to see some frame drops, which are going to happen anyway in this many players and this many armies on the map. There's no way to avoid frame drops, even if you go low graphics, but we'll see how it rolls. Uh-oh. Anticore losing a bunch of Banelings there. Does have Ultras as well. Ultra Bane, super good usually for stealing that point in the middle, but Disruptor Shot comes out, clashes a few of the Zerglings. These guys are actually fighting each other. Acheron on the opposite side of the map fighting Mevin. Mevin's like, what the hell? Go away, dude. I'm just killing Zyad, stopping this dickhead from winning the game. Come on, man. And to be fair, it's not worth hunting your opponent down in a far corner of the map. Like, you want to make sure you chill. Next round in 1 minute, Honmono dropping a mule there. Honmono is still alive with 3 command centers inside the back of Acheron's base, and he's mining Acheron's minerals. Okay, so he's become the vassal state of Acheron, I guess. Acheron's given him a little bit of aid, bit of an aid package to help his people. Interesting. Looks like Templar did get completely annihilated. I think I almost said it's a mixture of annihilated and eliminated. Oh no! Anticore left the mutas patrolling on the point in the middle, and Archons walk forward and kill like 20 mutas just like that. What an absolute disaster. I think I do like Xiomek's army the best, guys, just because there's disruptors in there, and even mixes a few carriers in and is getting upgrades for those carriers, which is really impressive. Hon Mono's SCVs are trying to back up Acheron's force, I guess. I don't know what the hell he's doing right now, but it's a thing. Hon... Okay. Oh, shading it to the middle. Oh my god. Anticore just stole it with a Baneling. Guys, the Zergs, Anticore and Xiad stealing the points. Ilias is Adept Shades. I've seen them win so many games, but it doesn't seem to work when there's Banelings on the point because they just get instantly blown up. And it looks like Hon Mono is having a bit of an issue. I don't know what Hon Mono is saying. Hyper the Cat Guild, guys. We've got some Korean smack talk coming in there. I love it. Aliens on the right getting pushed back. Mass Cyclone is really not an army you want, guys. It's not great, man. Disruptor does throw its shot out. I feel like Mass Alien Cyclone with a few Ghosts and Banshees. This is it's a pretty trash army. It's very fast. That's about it. Oh, Anticore and Acheron clearing each other's armies. A few Ultras look like they'll come out on top at the end of that, but not without heavy losses. Ilias does get rid of Hon Mono. And Ilias has this whole bottom left side of the map, guys. 2 fresh bases to take, or at least 1.5. Stalkers and Archons come in, clean up the last of those Ultras. You can look at the supply at the bottom. We can see Xiamak, like I said, is one of the scariest. Adding carriers to the already scary army. Mevin's maxed out, but I don't think that army's as good. Like, if there was some more Thors mixed in or something, maybe some tanks, I might believe a little more. Xiad, by the way, retreated to the corner. He's trying to rebuild an Infestation Pit. He's got Mass Burrowed Infestor with Neural running around. And remember, if he steals a point, he can do stuff. Acheron saying, is anyone else doing effing anything? Or is it just me killing him? Acheron says, I think... Oh, Acheron's talking about Anticore. Because Acheron's like, dude, come on. I'm like cleaning up his whole army. Why is no one else finishing him off right now? And Xiomek's finally going to actually say, yeah, we probably should get rid of the threat. We're both on 0 points. We should definitely turn on these Zergs. Get rid of them from the map before they have a chance to steal that 3rd touchdown, because they're in range of the win condition. We're nowhere near it. We're going to be really careful. Mevin's like, oh, that's Anticore's base? Yes, kill Anti. Christ, come on, man. Acheron frustrated that Acheron's had to throw away 2 armies to clear out a lot of Anticore's forces, taking the brunt of the cost, and Acheron basically has had to pay the tax for everyone else to stop that win happening. And oh, the Lynx around's actually sick. Oh, 6-eyed Templar in the open. Ouch. Good run by Anticore. Anticore's corner base gets taken out by Acheron. They're still fighting over that corner. Looks like Mevin completely forgot to build many SCVs up here, so he's only very slowly mining out that base. Lings are going to try to run past, but Ilias has plenty of cannons to defend. 30 seconds left on the point. Xiamak in the middle with a big army, guys. I'd love to see Xiad drop some balls on this with those infestors. It looks like Xiamak does not have detection, but I mean... 1 scan and all of these infestors die. This is so dangerous for Xiad. I don't think this ends well for Xiad, guys. Storm cleans up a bunch of probes in the middle. I think the idea of the probes is Xiamak just wants to clear up supply. Already has a giant 15,000 resource bank. Disruptors are going to go out. Oh, Mass Neural goes down. Wow, Xiad shoving some tentacles inside the units. I don't know if Neural parasited units can steal the point. I think he's hoping to steal it with Neural, but oh, all the Neurals are getting broken, especially as Mevin breaks them from the right side. That was a cute attempt at the steal for Xiad. It's still contested, but no, Acheron finally is the one with units left standing on the point, and Acheron gets their first point on the board, their first touchdown. That was a blood orgy if I've ever seen one, guys. Blood for the blood gods, and sacrifices, of course, are going to appease them. This top left base is still not taken. Anticore's still got a bit of mining available across these bases and has got a pretty good supply, as does Acheron. Acheron's going for just a Mortal Archon Storm, a few Colossus getting mixed in as well. Xiamak still going for more of a Zealot Archon. No, he's actually building a lot more carriers now as Xiamak, which not usually a winning move. Now, Hon Mono is nuking his master state right now, and Acheron's like, yeah, no. Okay, I let you live here for a few minutes. I'm just gonna kick you out of the game now. You keep biting the hand that feeds it, and Hon Mono, like a feral dog, you know, got taken in by an owner, but kept biting their hand, and especially you bite the children of the person that took you in. Oof, things ain't gonna go well. Alien Cyclone coming forward right now from Mevin, trying to get rid of Anticore. Remember, Anticore is 1 point from winning, as is Xiad. Xiad's gonna lose that base there. Zayad's building more infestors that he's going to try and ferry across for another attempt to steal that final touchdown. Anticore also is on mass infestor. What the hell are these guys doing? Guys, is this like the Zerg knowledge? They're like, well, you can't beat Protoss and Terran units. They're so much better. So you have to make Terran and Protoss units to beat Terran and Protoss units. So they're going to just use Neuroparasite, but seems a bit gimmicky, my friends. Surely the new Cyclones are bad in these masses. I think the old Cyclone was bad when massed this much, so I definitely think the new one is as well. I agree, chat. I agree. What I love so much, though, is that we've seen nukes in the middle to try to zone things out. I really want to see more of those. So you see Maven's still here. Maven has 6 nukes available. And as we get closer to winning this game, or aside potentially winning, I really feel those nukes will be the game deciders. But, oh, man. Maven's in trouble. Maven's in trouble right now. Okay, Disruptors take out a whole lot of those units. Cyclone Hellion getting pushed back in the north as well. Oh, my God. Dude, these guys have so much money as well. ZMAC doesn't have much gas because they're making +2 carriers. They're also almost have +3, and they've got plasma shield upgrades as well. 30 seconds left. Remember, guys, the danger is Anticore. If Anticore can neural a bunch of units on that point, I think that counts for stealing it. Oh, my lord. That was a huge ball. Oh, my God. Acheron's getting wrecked by Disruptors here. Mevin's coming in from the top. There is 50,000 infestors. Anti-armor missiles going in. Who the hell bothers throwing an anti-armor missile in the middle of this orgy? I don't even know. The nuke! The nukes! What just happened? No valid units were in the zone. No one wins. The nukes just completely denied that. I don't even care, guys. We have to instant rewind and watch that again. I don't care about breaking the immersion. That was not just one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nukes in a row. Mules were being dropped in between the nukes to try to steal it, but Mevin was not able to do it. Oh, damn. Mevin's like, what? What the fuck, man? Mevin was trying to time it so a mule landed right after a nuke. That was a mixture of spamming mules and spamming nukes in. That was actually a very, very cool move by Mevin. That is awesome. I've been crapping on Mevin's army comp this whole time, but Mevin has decided as long as I have a mobile section of units, it's not about them being the best. It's about me being to run away, never get surrounded, and run in at the right time, and use nukes and mules to try to steal the point. That is super, super awesome. Anticore's like, hey, I suicided all my overlords. I didn't know the point could just not be taken sometimes. I thought always someone would get it, but the players have learned that. That very rarely happens. I believe if everyone gets pushed off it, yeah, if everyone gets pushed off it and it's not contested, it just basically says, hey, no one's here. The chance to score the touchdown's gone. So, dude, that was actually the coolest series of nukes on that middle point. I think for the follow-up ones, it's going to be hard to land that, though, because people are definitely going to be all bringing detection. So it looks like Acheron taking this top left off Anticore. Hon Mono is still hanging around in the left side of this map. And Acheron's like, okay, dude. Hon Mono's like, why F you Shiny? And I'm pretty sure Acheron, aka Shiny, is like, dude, you nuked my base from inside my base. What are you giving me those sad puppy dog eyes after you just bit my hand? Come on, man. Top right base still just mining a little bit there from Mevin. Not that much, but a little bit's all you need. Mass Salad Archon for Ilias. Ilias hasn't scored any points this time, guys. I'm used to Ilias winning these tournaments, but seems like this is a higher level meta than the games I've been watching so far on Beast of the Hill. Zymex still got a pretty scary army. Like, the Disruptors are just so powerful, but I think more Archons, more to get on the point is probably the best thing. Big tanky Archon units to get up in there. Now, Ilias isn't even defending these edge bases. Ilias is deciding it's not worth fighting over these resources. It's more important to start getting points. Mevin's finishing off Anticore. Anticore still has the Infestors. Remember, Anticore, Zyad, both at 2 points. And everyone else is struggling to get any points to really be anywhere close to contesting. And I really am feeling more and more like these Infestors are going to be able to steal. Oh my god, these Disruptor shots are devastating, mate. Zymex been so good with the Disruptor shots, dude. Just taking out so much of Acheron's army repeatedly. But you're in the middle. You're presenting a target. You got to be careful, Zymex. If they see you winning this point battle, they're going to backdoor you. But actually, no, they're all coming in from the north. Zyad's getting scanned by Mevin. Oh no, Mevin's killing all the Infestors. 5 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Neural's coming in from the top. Neural's coming in from the top. Anticore's trying to steal it with Neurals. The Infestors all moving on the point. It is massively contested. Stalkers blinking onto the point. Zealots and Archons pushing in. The point is contested from all sides. Notice how Ilias move commanded in. I think Ilias has it. Ilias has a lot of Archons in there. And yes, Ilias pushing the mass Archon in, steals the point. What an orgy. Holy crap. That was crazy. So many, everyone just killed themselves. Everyone was so stressed because they knew if Xiad or Anticore got a point on there, they would win. And that forced everyone to throw their armies into their death. And now look at the supplies. We've gone from giant, overwhelming maxed armies to Ilias technically as the best spot. Ilias never took the corner base. That's a little bit of a problem. What's the income for Ilias? Oh, Ilias is out of income. So Ilias has a big army, but no income. Whereas you can see a few of these players are still mining 1 to 2,000 resources, right? We've got Acheron, good income. Mevin, is that Mevin? That's Honmono's income. Honmono's income is good just because he's dropping mules, so ignore that. And then we've got Ziamak, who's also got decent income on this base and this base over here right now. Not to mention could potentially take those minerals. We've still got Xiad trying to rebuild in the corner, which I love. I love that Xiad just keeps trying to steal that point from the corner. Ziamak is also deep in Grandmaster on the EU server, says Eon Blue. Yeah, I was starting to think that because I was like, I feel like I've seen the name before, and just the way Ziamak keeps landing disruptor shots and out macroing everyone, there's a mixture of micro and macro that looks like it's, you know, pretty damn good level. Also, Blazer, I'm pretty sure, is a very high level team or clan, so not a big surprise that Ziamak's doing pretty well. On the other hand, Ziamak doesn't have any goals, right? I'm playing Wings of Liberty right now, says Anticore. Anticore is up here in the top trying to rebuild from scratch. Has a few infestors and not much else. Ilias doing a lot of damage to Acheron. It looks like Acheron might be dead. Acheron fought so hard this whole game, man. He's got more Archon Zealot up there. Ilias is going to pull back for now. Denying this base would probably be the biggest key, actually. Oh, my lord, that's a lot of Archons. There's so much money in the bank. Even though there's not that much income for Ilias, Ilias still has 9,000 resources in the bank and is getting a few of these bases back up and mining. Ooh-wee. Ziamak, Disruptor count is rebuilding as well. Mevin, how many nukes we got? Mevin's got 6 nukes again. Are we going to see another 6 nukes in the middle? I love it. Honmono's still trying to steal the mining. Anticore's like, where the hell is Honmono even hiding, guys? What the hell? I don't know why Honmono's still in this game. It's so dumb, man. Mevin's still building Banshees. Definitely want to clear Anticore's creep up there. I'm surprised no one's doing it. The ghosts are spreading around the middle. So Mevin's trying to get ready for another round of nukes to deny the middle, guys. All right, Mevin, I don't think has scored a touchdown yet, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, I don't know if anyone's even going to contest that. That is like 6 nukes in quick succession. They're going to land a few seconds before. I think 2 seconds before. And the first nuke goes in. Oh, my God. But Ilias got an Adept Shade in between. Just after the first nuke landed, Adepts finished their shade, stole the point, and then the next nuke landed. Ilias is up on 2 points. I told you guys earlier, Ilias Adept Shades are a thing of legend. They are an absolute thing of legend. Chat says it was actually a Stalker blinking in, not the Adept, apparently. Oh, I saw Adept Shade in as well. I didn't see any Stalker, but maybe it was a Stalker. Either way, it was beautifully done. And, you know, Mevin actually walked a fair chunk of their own army into the nuke, trying to take it. Apparently, it says it wins the round with a Stalker. Oh, it tells you what unit. So it does. That's friggin' awesome, man. Oh, thank you for the heads up, chat. Oh, man. This is some funny StarCraft. Ziamak still throwing those balls out. Ilias gets a taste of them and says, no, thank you very much, mate. None of those Rocky Mountain oysters for me, mate. You know, there's delicacies of the world, and don't get me wrong, maybe I'd probably try Rocky Mountain oysters once, but I think that would be the once and only. I don't know too much. They do at least cook them, right? Because if you're eating that raw like an oyster, oh god, that's especially nasty. Anyways, Nexus is gonna go down there. Was that Xiad? That was Xiad. Xiad neural the probe and was building a Nexus. He's doing it over here as well. Xiad's trying to rebuild Protoss units using Neuroparasite. What a mad lad. He's also loading up Zerglings for one last desperate attempt to get his final touchdown. Now, Ilias is getting pushed into right now. Ilias has a big army moving up left, but Mevin and Ziamak are both starting to clear out his production. And I think Ilias has decided at this point, I don't care about defending. my base. All I care about is stealing that last point. Ilias is really smart at always coming in and stealing the point. Last I checked, Anti lived for way too long, and I was fighting his army and he got 2 points. Anyway, Ilias won, says Acheron. Ilias, so unfun. These guys are just sick of Ilias always stealing the wins in this. Ilias is the undisputed champion, I swear, of Beast of the Hill. I haven't actually kept up with the tournament results. But if you guys want to play the tournaments for this, by the way, there's a link below in my comments, or description, I should say, to the Discord of Hyper One, where he runs these tournaments. And man, it's turned into such a fun community playing awesome games, and everyone's so much better at this now that they've played a lot of games on it. Oh, Mevin move commands into Ilias' army. That's not good. Mevin trapped between an Ilias and a Xiamek place. Oh, this is hard. Now, looking at the supplies, Xiamek's maxed, Ilias is maxed, and Mevin's pretty close. Acheron still has a good chunk of army that could steal the point as well. 20 seconds left, man. Guys, remember... Oh, he's going to try and morph Banelings right next to it, but oh, he just gets cleaned up. Oh, Zayad's last chance of stealing the point disappears just like that, guys. Okay, if Ilias can steal the point, Ilias wins. Ilias, or maybe Anticore can come in with something. The Shade's coming in at the last second. Disruptor shots trying to clear them. Oh, it's contested. If Ilias gets this point, he wins. They need to get moving in. They need to get moving in. I think Ilias' whole army died. Everyone trying to get the point. Xiamek gets the point. But boy, does it cost a lot. Oh my god, Xiamek. That was only Xiamek's first point on the board. Ilias somehow also leaves the battle with the biggest standing army. I don't know how that happened. The Disruptors do counter his army pretty well if they can land 3 Zealots for 1 shot there. And looks like Dark Templar for Ilias will defend at least some of Ilias' production. Man, this is wild. Let's bring up that income tab again, guys. Honmono is still down here. Just doing nothing with their money for no reason, just removing resources from the map. Mevin still has this base up here, giving 1,600 minerals. Yellow, aka Zayad, has a few hundred coming in. Purple, aka Ilias, has 1,000 coming in. Xiamek still has 1,200 minerals coming in after retaking this base off of the removed Zayad, I guess, and having a few minerals left out here. These other bases getting very, very low on minerals right now. Anticore has actually rebuilt a Nexus here, guys, using the Infestors, and is now mining with a mixture of drones and probes while rebuilding the tech from scratch using a gateway. Oh, good on you. Good on you. Zayad tried to do it, couldn't quite pull it off, but it looks like he was able to start rebuilding. Chances of building an army enough to steal the point pretty low. Man, this is crazy. This is actually wild. Keep in mind the priority of the units once again, everybody. Ground, cloaked ground, air, cloaked air, temporary units, and then eggs. What do the units lost tabs look like, guys? Well, it looks like Acheron's lost the most at 75,000 resources. Second place, Ilias with 60,000. We've then got 56,000 for Xiamek, and yeah, 57,000 for Anticore. I mean, it's pretty damn high. There's a good 500,000 or more in units lost this game, and that is a lot of resources. Knight Templar attacking this base in the top right now as well. The Stalker Disruptor is going to try and take the middle. Remember, Xiamek's only on 1 point. But it's Zayad and Anticore and Ilias all within 1 point of winning. Now, it doesn't feel like Anticore and Zayad have much of a play for it. There's a few borrowed drones here for Zayad, and that's it. But if Ilias gets this point, Ilias wins the game. And that's why Xiamek is moving forward to intercept this army. Stalkers blink forward, and the Disruptors are going to throw. Oh my gosh. Beautiful Disruptor shots all across that army. Now, Acheron's going to come in, so you got to get out of here as Xiamek. He stayed a little bit too long potentially, but that was a really good fight. And Ilias probably should have just ran away from that. I think the blink forward baited him in, but oh! Mevin's coming in with the nukes. Remember, Mevin still has not scored a point. Mevin has been nuking the point and creating chaos, but has not been able to convert. Ilias is trying to come in. Remember, Adepts do have priority. And Ilias shades in between the nukes again. You're kidding me. Oh my god. I feel like those nukes were so smart so many times. But it doesn't matter, because as long as the Adepts shade in between the nukes, they only need to be on it for a fraction of a second. And the nukes for Mevin actually set up Ilias' victory. Mevin was trying to do a nuke into Mule Steel, but multiple times. This was not the first time. This is multiple times. in this recording that this has happened. I'm gonna pop my face up here because I'm bloody excited. But multiple times it was like, okay, I'm gonna steal it with a mule. But remember what we said: a mule is a temporary unit, whereas a regular ground unit is the adept. The shade will not claim the point. But look at that. The stalkers blink in. They all get nuked. Another nuke is about to land. We're just gonna do this frame by frame. And then in between that streak of nukes, the adept shade finishes. And all you need is to be the only unit on for the fraction of a second. The adepts aren't a very tough unit. If stalkers and adepts blink on, there's a good chance the stalkers win the fight and push the adepts off, while the archons do. But if the nuke kills everything else, the adepts shade in and just are there just at the right time. Oh my god, Ilias wins yet another and is still the undisputed champion of the free-for-all format in the Beast of the Hill. The adept shade timing that Ilias keeps pulling off, I can't believe they're doing it this regularly. Well done, mate. GG, well played.